And what's up and about except that, hey, most people are grumbling over their status come January, every single January.
Yeah.
We're talking about surviving the remaining 6 weeks of January.
6 weeks, Mazino.
Yes, indeed, 6 weeks. And perhaps Titi is going to be giving us a few tips on
Oh,
how to survive
wow.
it. But let's first of all go to the genesis of this. The genesis of all of this is at the very beginning of the year when you don't plan out what's going to happen toward the end of the year and you don't save up enough. Because we all know what happens inside of December. Whether you're celebrating it, the Yuletide or not, there's always that opportunity for you to spend a bit more. Mike said something last week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, and then I actually lived it through the holidays.
Wow.
Never go for family retreats if you're broke. I'll tell you why. That's where all the cousins and nieces and nephews all are at. And at the end of our retreat, they all attacked me.
They
put me in
gathered
the corner, and
you.
they're like, eh.
Uncle Mazino.
I hate that word now.
You can't dodge it, man.
Uncle.
So I don't want to be an uncle anymore.
Mike, you don't have kids. It's when the fact I don't have kids. You don't have responsibility. You see them. There are plenty. Yeah, one after the other. Okay, you are ready.
Let me tell you, yeah.
They'll queue up.
So I said to them, hey, tell you guys, well, why don't you call me later? I didn't know. I thought I was talking to one person. Hey,
No.
goddamn, man. They've been calling me since. Like, Uncle Z. I was like, what is it? You people think money drops out of the tree? The remaining 6 weeks of January are still ahead of me. I want to give it. But don't you guys worry. Your dear uncle's got you. How are you managing the remaining 6 weeks of January?
The truth is, they say, obviously, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, you know. But no matter how much you plan, things always just seem to pop up. So you need to start planning for this in December. You need to lock something away. Some people have...
I say from October, actually.
What?
Planning since before October.
Really?
Yeah.
For January?
Plan for January since before October.
Wow, all these things he's saying, you mean?
Everybody's high has already gone. Why go tell somebody now that he's thinking of my salary? Why go tell the person?
Okay.
And
So-
you know, the thing like you said, December is already, I think, too late to plan already.
yeah.
To just start planning ahead in the year. And I don't, well, at this point, man, if you're already there, the issues are what can be done. Because
you can only
people-
plan ahead for the end of this year. If you're already there, it's
So
One thing you need to make
understand.
sure you try not to do is try not to fall into the trap of the money lenders. Now, the money lenders are advertising in full force.
Yes, they are.
They're throwing ads out. Oh, school fees time. Things. You're getting calls, messages.
Look,
try your best to
house rent
hold
for
on.
rent.
You see,
Exactly.
you see something about,
Yeah.
about lending
Borrowing
money.
from Peter to pay Paul.
You see the thing about borrowing money, there's no rich person that in some way or the other, or no big firm
That
that
doesn't
has not borrowed or is not borrowing.
The
I mean,
richer you
countries
are,
borrow.
the more access you have to money.
Access you have to money. But you see, for the consumer, the normal person who is out there, especially with the loan apps that you have now, it's easily accessible. And then, like you said, intentionally, there's a plethora of messages coming out at this point in time. Hey, take 5,000.
Suggesting to you.
Yeah.
I saw something from a bank, and they said, oh, you are now eligible for advance
I
salary.
know one
So
eligible.
At this time,
eligible.
There's a time when I wanted his income. It's not legibility.
But I'll tell you one way that I have actually circumvented any wahalas inside of January, especially at the end of January, is this. If you people know what the thrift collection, Ajo,
Oh, yeah.
it's a very good thing if you are the final taker.
In December or January.
But it depends. It depends on who people are giving their job to. You can give to a job at December person.
Hey, be careful now. So I belong to a very interesting group, and we've been doing this for the better part of half of a decade. I mean, 6 years, and it's unwavering. It's very, very solid.
Wow.
So I always plan to be the last person and either take it in January or in December, and that kind of like helps out a whole lot. So, but don't be greedy. Don't be the first person to go and I want it to
But somebody has to be.
Somebody has to be. But personally,
If everybody just waits,
the penultimate or the last person is the
So
best.
one
you,
thing-
you know you're saving.
One thing I will say is that, sadly, banks have become a little less reliable in terms of being able to access your money immediately or being able to get what you need at the right time. Talking POS, transaction issues, all those online issues we've been having. Because everybody knows somebody who has had a POS transaction go wrong.
Same in that one, safe. There's this lady that was crying of this particular bank. I had, oh God, there's just...
She had a story.
To call them.
She said
4 million.
Wow.
It just went in what? It was a case of an hour. In fact, less than an The
And
money
it was
just
just
went.
gone.
She complained about the fact
I-
that she was saving at home and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But when she
And-
brought it to the bank, it
But
went.
That was when-
the
oh,
funny
gosh.
thing is this, is that you have a daily limit of 1 million. So how
how
is it
did
that
4
somebody
million?
takes 3 million at one? It was 3 point something at once.
Wow.
And then 200.
And
And then
200.
10,000. 12,000 was the last one.
Oh,
And she's left with less than 5,000 or so,
Wow.
according to her.
sad.
Like, oh, but
sad.
that one, we can't.
So, I am of the opinion that you need to have a financial advisor. Now, you might think you are paying people money to tell you how to spend your money, but trust me, those guys know what they're doing and they know all the secrets. So, actually ask actual advice on how to manage large amounts of money so that it doesn't just go poof.
Well, for me, someone said that all these things have been happening with banks, but we know now because of social media. So my point is that
Yeah.
I know that when you tag at Send Bank, that's at the central bank, CENBANK,
Yeah.
at Send Bank, and I know the ICPC handle
Yeah.
on Twitter with
Yeah.
a complaint.
Yeah.
When you have a bank complaint, so Send Bank, ICPC handle, tag both of them, tag the bank. Send them messages,
You will
call
get-
out, cry out.
you will get
That's what
the
we need
response.
social media for. That's what they did, so that those unscrupulous practices by the banks
And
stops.
hopefully. All
Let's
right
do a
then,
short
guys.
break now, yes?
But I'm going to pray that your finances shall be increased in the name of Jesus. Don't worry. Money is coming, people.
Work hard, though.
Go, go, go,
During
go,
this
go.
break, money is going to hit your account. Let's go.
Let me start checking.